Hey everybody, James here from the Poets Garden podcast. I know we're only 2 episodes in, but already I'm having to issue a correction or an apology, which is why I'm wearing this sweater, so I seem more sincere. This is my sincerity sweater. It's also the sound conditioning sweater that usually hangs in our booth here. So if you ever see me wearing this sweater, you know it's a serious deal. So in this episode with Robyn, there was a certain show we started talking about. And then I claimed that it was actually a true story. So I looked it up afterwards, and I discovered it actually is not a true story. So I feel ashamed, and I just wanted to issue an apology to all the listeners. But at the same time, I kind of feel like I was a victim of fake news. Fake news, you know? So anyway, hope you guys can just look past my imperfections, and we'll still enjoy this episode anyway, okay? All right, here we go. Anyway, so that's why once in a while I talk to my penis. So, welcome back to the Poets Garden podcast. I am James. Okay, here we go. I'll do a more Robyn Froese appropriate intro. Here we go. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the Poets Garden podcast. We had a great episode with Robyn Froese.
What are you talking about?
I don't know. You wanted me to be all appropriate and proper for Robyn. I just don't understand why I can't talk how I talk.
Oh,
Just
you
'cause you're
can
afraid
What?
Robyn's going to be offended by what I say. Welcome back to the Poets Garden podcast. So good to have you all here again. I guess this is episode 2, right? Episode 2. That's right. We're barely into this, and we already have a frickin' powerhouse guest, Robyn Froese, coming at you.
Yeah.
Man, we had some great conversation. We talked about Wendy's Frosties.
She's a great human being.
Yeah, I wasn't done with my list.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We talked about... But she is, yes, great human being, great songwriter, great singer.
Gorgeous.
No, I'm going to say phenomenal. Like, fuck with this great bullshit, man.
Yeah, phenomenal.
Yeah, fuck you.
Ethereal.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to take
I don't know if I use that right, but...
Anyway, we talked about lots of cool shit, and then Robyn had a friggin' awesome performance at the end of this episode. Wait, Lamotrigine. Robyn had a great performance at the end of this episode. Check it out. Phenomenal stuff.
Amazing.
Really.
That timbre in her voice is just something.
There you go with that word again. Timbre.
Timbre?
Do you know what it means?
Timbre.
Should you Google it before you say it?
Whatever. You know what I mean.
Okay. It's
Somebody
very
does.
timbre-ish. She has a very timbre-ish voice.
No, that sounds
I don't feel
like
comfortable using
tomboyish.
that word. I don't know what it means.
No.
You know?
It's timbre.
I think, is it timbre or timber?
Is it timbre?
I don't know, but you just said timbre, and I said it
think
too
it's
now.
timbre.
Now I'm going to look like a fucking idiot.
No.
Anywho, yeah, check out Robyn's performance at the end of this episode. Phenomenal. Make sure you check her out too. Check out her EPs on Spotify and all that. Got some great ambient sounds, like just really cool, really original.
Layering
And all that shit.
Intense music, man. Epic.
Yeah.
Epic.
Super intense. Yeah. It even drove me to become a criminal.
Yeah, that's right.
There's a story about that.
Wow.
Well,
it's all your fault.
Yeah, all your fault, Robyn. Anywho, yeah, so really stoked. Everybody watch this whole episode. Don't skim through it. Don't put it on 1.5 times speed. Don't be a fucking pussy. Watch the whole thing. Got it? Because then her name appears right here, right? I was going to say Robyn Froese. I'm going to say something like blah, 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 Robyn Froese. And then all of a sudden, da-da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, I know, right? Wow. Anyway, okay, you ready, Jordy? Here we go. This is it. Just gotta breathe. Zen. Hey, welcome back to the Poets Garden podcast. I am James, I think.
I'm Jordy again.
That's right. And this is the Poets Garden podcast, which I already said. So we have a very special guest today, Miss Robyn Froese.
That's
she
right.
Is, yeah, that's right. Welcome.
How are you feeling?
Thank you. I feel
You
great.
feel great?
Yeah.
That's good. Good
Happy
stuff.
to be here.
We're so happy to have you here too. Me and Jordy have been listening to your songs on Spotify, getting continuously blown away every time we listen to them. So thank you so much for being here. I was kind of wondering too, what started off your like musical journey?
Where did it all begin?
Yeah, your origin story.
Taking you back. Oh, my
Yeah,
origin
yeah.
story. This is like a flashback would happen if it was a...
Totally.
That'd be cool. Well, I grew up in a really musical family, so that's kind of the basis of it.
Mm-hmm.
Both my parents have music degrees and played instruments, and then they just I have 4 siblings, and we
nice.
all play an instrument. We had a family band. It was real cute.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah, like the Von Trapps.
The Osbournes.
Yeah, exactly. That's a cooler version of it. Yeah.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, it's fair.
Von Traps are pretty dope.
They were pretty cool. Yeah. But yeah, so that's kind of where it started. And then we kind of all kept up with music to a different extent and taken it very different directions.
Okay. Yeah,
So like some musical theater, some pop music, just like taking it where it's gone.
Cool.
And this is where it's gone for me.
And you play live quite often too, right? Like you're doing the backyard shows.
Yeah.
And you were going out to the Bez as well?
I've never actually played at the Vest, but I know of.
Oh, okay.
I know
Yeah,
them,
yeah.
but I play live a lot. Like I play maybe once a week for sure, sometimes twice.
Cool.
As much as I can, wherever people will have me, I'll play.
Just the other day, because I've been listening to your Wasp and Wasp Woman and The Haunting of Heatley.
Wow, nicely
Man,
done.
Look at that. I didn't look that up right before you came.
Obnoxiously long title.
No, I like it. I love it, and I love like the artwork too. Like that's you wearing like the bug thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Anyway, sorry. What was I talking about? I was listening to that a lot, right? Yeah, I was listening to that EP a lot, and then I just recently discovered your songs for On the Bus in the Rain.
Songs to listen to on the bus in the rain.
Yes, sorry.
Yeah, another obnoxiously long title.
It's perfect, though. I love it. But see, I was fascinated to see voice memo beside all of these tracks. So those are all just voice memos.
Yeah, like over the course of 2 months, I just in different locations, I was recording on my iPhone, and that is what it is. I did like a slight EQ and like minimally tried to take away some crazy sounds, but it was literally just a one shot.
That's
take.
crazy. So even like the first one, like the Virgin Mary one, where you have the harmonies and
I taught my friends that song. I was like, we were on the island, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna teach you a song real quick. I need your help. So we learned it, and then within the half an hour, I got them to sing it. So it's
crazy.
like pretty raw because they had just learned this song, but it was fun to do.
Yeah, and it sounds great. Like, and yeah, so too, like, do you have a condenser mic or something attached to your phone?
No, it's literally
literally the
literally.
Yeah, see, I was
iPhone.
telling Jordy, I'm like, she
Don't
has to
lie.
have some sort of external mic. Like,
No.
that's
Don't
crazy.
lie.
No, it's
Okay.
actually an iPhone. It's crazy. No, I'm not sponsored by iPhone or anything, but
You should be.
Holy.
their mic is good.
Yeah, that's insane.
crazy.
Yeah.
Everybody listening, check out the song I'm talking about, Virgin Mary, on the Songs to Sing on the Bus in the Rain.
Songs to listen to on the bus in the
damn
rain.
it.
So close.
Shit, I almost had it. Anyway,
right.
seriously, it's awesome. Not just the fact that it's a voice memo, it's just a really cool song, and the harmonies and everything just blends so well. So,
And it was raining that day, so there's like, if you listen carefully, there's little drops of rain.
no way.
Yeah.
It was all recorded on the bus, too.
And that would have been cooler. This girl was telling me after I released it, she's like, I have this dream where I'm going to go around and record voice memos on the bus and just release it. Just like people talking or like sounds of the bus moving. I was like, that's cooler than what I did even. Just like inspired.
Well,
That's
you
cool.
could do that, but then put it in the background of your...
Yeah, like extra background noise.
yeah.
That could be cool.
Yeah, because you do have a flair for the ambient sounds, right? Like,
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't understand. It's such a trippy mix that your EP, man, like just that Father song, man, that just...
Okay, so that Father song, there's an overlay on top of it. The first bit of a choir. I was at a church thing. My sister's boyfriend was a pastor, so I was like at this thing. He's pastoring at this place, and there was this terrible choir, like terrible. They were really out of tune. Everything about it, I was like, this is hilarious. So I just voice memoed it quick. I was like, maybe I'll use it for something.
Sweet.
So I overlaid it, and then we had to pitch it up a bit, and then we changed the timing of it slightly, like slowed it so that it could be in the right time signature.
Wow, that's crazy.
It worked. It was this weird, creepy choir going on.
It blows me away. Like it's like you're watching a movie or something. Like if you just close your eyes and you're listening to it, don't do it while you're driving, by the way.
Oh yeah,
but man, I wish I had words to describe this, man. It's like a feeling like coming up in you, like it's so intense and like, but in a wicked way. Like I can't explain it, man.
Calm down, Jordan.
Why am I talking right now?
Don't calm down. It's great to see you lose your mind for once.
Well, I can't. Those are things you can't explain, right? Music speaks for your feelings sometimes.
That's
the beautiful that you can't explain. Even though there's 5,000 feelings apparently 5, that we can have, or emotions. Sorry, I didn't. Really? I was not aware of that, man.
That's so many.
Does that sound real? I don't know.
Who said that?
I'll believe it.
I just, a lot of guys turn everything into anger instead of, you know what I mean? But really, there's a lot more to it, obviously. But anyway,
secondary emotions.
Yeah, sure.
Emotions.
I'm not a therapist or anything, but I've gone to a lot of therapy. Anyways, the point is...
Let's talk about that, yeah.
We're getting deep.
The point is, it's amazing. It riles up my soul, man. Like,
cool.
Yeah.
You know what? Some music makes you want to cry, sort of? Like,
yeah.
But in, like, just it's powerful.
That's cool.
It is so powerful.
That's the goal.
It's powerful.
Especially with that song, like Father, I wanted it to like hit you. I wanted you to like get shivers and be like, what am I experiencing?
For me. Oh, totally. Yeah. And quotes as well does that for me.
Same thing.
And again,
that slow build.
Yeah.
Right?
Epic
slow
endings.
burn.
Yeah. Is it like I can always edit shit out, but like, is it okay if I ask like what was like the inspiration behind the Father song?
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
Okay.
So that song specifically, it was my like relationship with church and Christianity was that. It was like me processing, what do I believe? What did I believe? What do I want to believe? And just kind of my story.
Right.
With that. It was, I was tearing away a lot of layers of what I was growing up with and where I was then. That
kind of rings close to home for both of us, I'd say.
Yeah.
Hey, Jordy? Yeah.
Maybe that's why it affects me so much.
Yeah, maybe, because, like Jordy wanted to ask you about the Father song as well, and I was like, I don't know if that's too personal or something, but that's a really cool, so did you start off, say, then playing music in church then, like that was your primary? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so like I grew up doing all of always on the music team, the worship team, all those things.
That's good too.
Yeah. That was my whole life,
Yeah, totally. So that was like, I was a worship pastor even when I was like in my early 20s. So
wow.
Yeah,
Crazy.
I was really engulfed in that world for a long time.
Crazy.
So I definitely like so much of why I love music is probably related to that. Because I think growing up in that kind of context, music is, there's almost this innate understanding that music is spiritual and it touches you on a deeper level. And I think I got that somehow. It was like, okay, there's something important about music.
Definitely.
And then now there's still this like, there's something in it that I can't explain, that it just like reaches your insides and there's no words for it. So.
Yeah, I 100% agree. I've always thought that too, like, because I played for so many different worship bands and stuff, and Christian music has they have like the best emotional builds, you know what I mean? Like
totally.
They'll sit there.
Song.
Yeah, totally. Oh yeah, I've done lots of Hillsong stuff. But yeah, like, because I used to play drums mostly back then when I was playing in church. And yeah, I just remember that, just feeling the energy on the drums, and sometimes we'd go for like 30 minutes on the same song, you know, this crazy ending, and just improvising and all that. So, but yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I can see that in your big emotional builds that you do in your music for sure. Yeah.
As the deer panteth for the water.
Whoa!
Wow!
Sorry,
that's a flashback.
That's a throwback.
That one always affected me somehow, but not in a good way.
No.
Oh well,
so that's weird.
Good thing you brought it up.
I don't know why I did.
Not in a good way.
I'm sorry. This is weird. Okay, never mind.
It's the deer imagery.
Yeah. Antlers and
too weird.
snouts.
It is
specifically snouts.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah. So, Robyn, so right now you're living downtown, Van?
Yeah, so I live like right downtown, amidst it all, the chaos, the crazy.
Sweet.
Yeah, but I love it. It's like, I call it the Wild West.
Yeah.
Like, you just never know what's going to happen. You're never the weirdest dressed on the street. You know, there's always someone doing something weirder.
Oh, yeah.
Which is kind of nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, anything goes.
I remember my brother, he's a firefighter in New West, and he said it's the city of X-Files characters. X-Files extras or something. So I don't know. They might have you beat there. So I don't know.
Yeah, that's actually fair. New West is also a wacko place. It's fun though. That area. So that actually was like a big inspiration too with that EP, the Wasp Woman EP.
Yeah,
was living in that area. Like I live in the downtown east side, so like just my experiences there. Mm-hmm. But I think it's really amazing there. People always are like, I don't know, Vancouver's known as the lonely city.
Right.
But the downtown east side is one of the best communities I've ever been a part of. It's like super friendly. You walk down the street and you just run into people you know. And it's, it just feels like a small town, even though it's the middle of the crazy.
Yeah, no, it's funny. Like I've never lived down there or close to there, but hanging out down there a few times. Like I had a friend who was playing shows at Funky Winker Beans right on the strip there.
Classic.
Yeah. And like I was doing photography, so I had like my camera gear, and like I kept going for smokes because it was like a death metal show, and I wasn't really into death metal.
Yeah,
but I was going for smokes, and I actually found it funny that like I felt less like, you know, people were like noticing me than say when I'm like downtown Abbotsford, like going out for a smoke, right? Like I'm constantly having people trying to bum smokes and like that. But yeah, pretty much everyone just left me alone, and I've had a few other times like walking to the Astoria, I think, to get beer or something, and yeah, I've never actually had any issues at all down there.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I think it's super safe. Like if you're looking for trouble, obviously you can find it. But
exactly.
Like I'm a woman and I've like never once felt unsafe down there. Yeah.
So yeah, it must be nice. Yeah, being close to everything. Like you got gigs like on Granville or something. You can just walk.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Although sometimes you're like, I'm like just close enough that it's stupid to drive, but I have too much gear that I have to.
Right. Yeah.
That is a problem sometimes. But sometimes you just like hope you know, just like pile it on your back and do the walk anyway.
Right.
Because you're like, I might have to park far enough away that it would be the same distance as where I live anyway.
Gotcha. Yeah.
But yeah, it is really nice. It's super convenient. Like if you have a gig anywhere, it's generally within a 15-minute little ditty to get there.
I've always like dreamt about that back when I was playing music. Like it'd be so nice to be close to everything. Do you have any like regular spots that you play at?
You know, I used to. So I used to do the brewery circuit like around the Lower Mainland actually. Like I'd have my spots in Langley and Mission and like just kind of I'd always was there like every couple weeks. Mm-hmm. But it's really like spread out now.
Yeah.
I don't have any like I'm here every week and come see me. It's just it's definitely a different ball game. I've been getting a little more choosy in my gigs in the last year and a bit.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Just trying to still play lots, but play less and play better gigs is generally what I'm trying to go for now. Mm-hmm. Which sometimes works and sometimes doesn't. But I want to be able to choose gigs that like I mean something to me rather than because I used to play a lot of cover gigs, which are fun and like you can play 3 hours of music and that's great. And like I still will do those, but I rarely take them now. It's like, I kind of want the money, or like, it'd be fun, it'd be good practice, or whatever.
Right. Yeah.
And now I'm looking more for like a gig that's my stuff. I can play, my tunes and be an artist more, I guess.
Yeah, I always had a problem trying to learn covers, even because I just like my heart wasn't in it. So we didn't really do much for covers, did we? Yeah. A couple here and there.
We covered Britney Spears.
Oh yeah, which song?
Was it "Hit Me, Baby"? "Hit Me, Baby." Yeah,
it's a classic.
Like, kind of polka style, was it?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was kind of like.
What would you say?
Like I was finger picking on the ukulele.
So folk style.
Yeah, it was like folk style. Yeah. But we tried doing a polka version. We did do a polka version. Did you have
like what's it called?
Accordion? I did have one.
He used to play. Yeah,
it's actually outside because it's broken. I just left it as decor now. But no, we did a polka version of "Burden in My Hand" by Soundgarden.
Oh my gosh! Yeah.
This guy spent it probably was only like 3 hours, and he learned all the guitar parts on acoustic, but with the polka beat. And I was just like, dude, how do you do that? And then I'm trying to figure it out.
It sucks to play.
Yeah,
it's crazy. Yeah,
it's so wacky.
It's funny though. It makes me laugh.
It was a lot of fun. Yeah. Anyway,
it's so fun.
Yeah, we like to screw around once in a while, but yeah, no, originals are definitely the way to go. Like, I almost get annoyed when I go somewhere and there's just a cover band playing. I'm thinking like, why are you taking up airtime that could go to someone?
Yeah.
You know, because I don't know, but that's just me.
Yeah.
You know, society likes their same old.
And I get it. Like, it's like you want to be able to sing along, especially if it's like at a random bar or something,
totally.
and you didn't sign up to go. But then you're like, when it's like a show, you actually like paid to be there to see someone. Then you're like, I want to hear them.
Yeah.
Like, what are they working on?
And I guess I'm the type too. I even get bored with the music that I love, so like I won't listen to it for like years sometimes, you know. And I don't know. I think just my brain, I just always like new. So that's one cool thing about this project too. Like already, like I'm discovering so many like amazing artists that are just right here, like in my backyard.
Yeah.
Sorry, I lost my train of thought, but it's cool.
Yeah,
is what I'm trying to say.
It is cool.
Yeah.
There's so many. Like, it's crazy. Even like it's a small music community in the like Lower Mainland of Vancouver, but it's also like crazy how many phenomenal musicians there are. Like so many.
I wish I had the balls to do what you guys do, because I don't have that like drive to play in public or anything. Like it just scares the shit out of me.
But you did it.
I have.
You have done it in the past.
I did it for you, James.
You could do it again.
Oh, true. No, I just think it's amazing. It's something inborn, though. I think that, you know, like performing or something. Like, I think I used to have that. But then I think I bonked my head too many times, maybe, or something.
That's what it is.
A couple too many concussions and things changed.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, I guess.
Afraid of my own shadow. I don't know what I'm talking. Why am I talking?
It's all right. Happens to me as well, Jordy.
I love
anxiety,
your music.
right?
It's amazing.
Yeah, I know. It's like as you start talking, like the anxiety just starts building.
Yeah,
and you're like, I'm still talking.
You're aware that words are coming out.
Is
but
there
you don't
air
know
coming
what's
out of my face?
Yeah.
Oh dear.
You just have to be hopefully awkward but charming. That's what I always go for. It's like, this might be weird what I'm saying, but we're going to try to spin it a little charming.
Sure.
And the thing to remember too is everyone's more concerned about themselves and how they look and what they're saying. So like I'm looking at you, I'm like, oh wow, Robyn has it together, and then it like makes me nervous because I'm like, I don't have it together.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But like really, we're all equally probably nervous.
Exactly.
Yeah. Social anxiety's the real deal.
It is. Yeah.
Yeah.
I find it's better now. I've been taking this stuff called lamotrigine, which is like a mood stabilizer.
Yeah.
And this morning, I was gonna actually tell this story because it's kind of like your fault. I was like getting off work this morning because I work nights, and then I'm driving home, and I'm like, hey, I got like 4 hours. I'm gonna rock it. I'm gonna get all this shit ready. But I'm cruising, and I'm on Downs Road in Abbotsford, and I'm doing the hills, and I'm just like, yeah, Robyn's coming, sick. I got your music on too. And all of a sudden, a cop walks in front of me, and he's like, and I'm like, oh fuck. And then he's like, yeah, dude, you were going 110 in a 50. And I'm like, oh shit, my bad.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so he could have like impounded me,
Yeah.
and taken my license, all that shit. But then he went and checked and saw I had a perfect driving record, and he's like, all right, man. He's like, I'm gonna give you the minimum ticket of 140. He's like, and just like slow down. And I'm like, yeah. I'm like, dude, thank you so much.
Did you like play my song? Like, is this fault?
Yeah, no. Well, I mean, I kind of joked like, oh, you should check out the podcast. But I don't think he's going to. So yeah. Yeah, anyway. But yeah, it's kind of your fault, right? So
Sorry.
Yeah. No, it's okay.
Too much epicness.
Too much epicness.
It is.
Too excited.
Yeah.
But the cool thing was, I didn't have any anxiety. I was just like, oh. Like, even when I thought, like, oh, shit, he's probably going to impound my vehicle.
Yeah.
And massive ticket points on my license. I was sitting there like, oh, well.
Just chilling out.
Yeah, but so that way, when it was only $140, I'm like, oh, okay. Like,
this is your commercial for lamotrigine?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
So lamotrigine works.
It does, at least for people
totally
with
works.
whatever I have. So, yeah. Anyway, on that note, do you guys want to take a short break?
Great.
Yeah? Okay, we'll do that. We'll be right back with Robyn Froese, and we'll hear from our sponsor, the Penny Coffee Shop. Wait, the sponsor.
Right. Sorry.
The Penny Coffee Shop. Mission. Blah, blah, blah.
Hey guys, James here. We're outside the Penny again. I've been casing this place for about 4 hours. We're gonna go in and make another ad for them. They still have no idea. This is gonna be great.
Oh, yeah. Good disguise.
All right, let's do this.
I didn't even look before crossing the street.
That's all right. I did for both of us. Wow, look at this place, man. This is so cool. Look at all these lights. Look at all the baked goods. So many cool baked goods. It's amazing. We got so much cool merch too. We make a great gift for a loved one. In case I've never said that before. This is a cool place.
Yeah, welcome.
It's my first time in here.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, but I heard about you guys on the Poets Garden podcast. Have you heard of that? It's like a local podcast from Mission. Features like singer-songwriters and stuff. Ever heard of it?
No, I haven't heard
No?
of it.
Okay,
Sorry.
cool. And on there, they actually said you guys have really good gluten-free brownies. So could we try one of those? Cool new bags, too. I mean, I've never been in here, so that's it?
Yeah, that's everything.
Awesome, thank you. See ya. Let's go. Dude, we did it again. We got it.
Dude, it's so nosy.
Dude, that was so insane, man.
Yeah, so anyway, so that's why I figure I'll just force the penny to sponsor us.
Yeah.
Hey, Robyn, have you ever tried to force a sponsorship before?
Yes, I have. Are we recording? We're going?
Oh, yeah, we are. Crazy. Yeah, we are.
Yeah, I had a dream a few years back.
Yeah.
I was learning to skateboard and I was a super shitty skateboarder. And I was like, I'm going to get Wendy's to sponsor me. So I would send them videos of me doing shitty things and tag them and add them. And I made t-shirts that said, sponsor me Wendy's.
That's amazing.
And I just wanted a free Frosty out of the deal. And they never responded. So I'm still
bullshit.
waiting
That
for
is
to be
bullshit.
sponsored. Yeah.
Well, I'm going to shout out to Wendy's right now.
Yeah.
Like,
At Wendy's, sponsor me.
You missed out, Wendy's.
Yeah.
they could probably sponsor maybe like your music career now,
That's
right?
true.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I could keep going with this.
Damn straight,
Like
man.
unlimited Frosties. That's all I need. Like after a show, a Frosty is a great thing to have.
Oh, yeah.
Good for
oh.
the vocal cords.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, I mean, it's cold, it's creamy.
Yeah,
why
it does
not?
kind of coat the throat. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just had one the other day, actually. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, I
They're
love
good.
them.
And if you get the like half and half, you can get half chocolate, half vanilla.
Oh.
Yeah, game changer.
Oh, I didn't know you could do that.
So they like layer it. It's not like swirled together or anything, but
see.
they do.
Wait,
Yeah.
is it just one layer? Or
Yeah,
is it-
just one layer.
Oh, I
It's-
see.
They don't. I mean,
Okay.
it's like 16-year-olds working there, right? They're not trying too hard, but it's like
Yeah.
vanilla at the bottom, chocolate on the top.
Touche.
Yeah, it's good.
I'm glad that we talked about that.
Yeah, this for
that's-
your Wendy's needs. I'm your girl.
I enjoyed a Wendy's hamburger on the way here today.
Wow.
No way.
I
What
did.
kind?
A
JBC?
junior bacon cheeseburger from Wendy's.
Dude, have you ever
It
gone
was
through the
delicious.
Have you ever gone through the drive-through and said, "I'll get like 2 JBCs," and they're like, "What?" And
Never.
I'm like, "J."
No,
Yeah, they did it
they
to me
know.
the other day, and I was like, I actually had to say the whole thing. I was so
They
upset.
knew. They were just pulling your leg.
Maybe. I don't
Yeah.
know. I love that we're still talking about Wendy's. That was like,
Not sponsored.
yeah, not yet.
Not yet.
officially.
Soon to be.
But,
You got to write a song about Frosties. Maybe that would.
Maybe
help.
that would do it.
oh,
Yeah.
that could be a big deal. Yeah.
But like really serious, I'm picturing. Like it's
Yeah.
not a joke song. Like it's like hard hitting.
And you can get those infographics, like the side of a head, and you can see the Frosty going down the throat. Where they're kind of like,
Oh, this is getting in depth. Yeah.
like an Imodium commercial or something.
Yeah, but it's
Yeah.
frosty.
It's Frosty.
Digestion. So the song's actually about the digestion system, but what happens with the frosty?
Maybe. How it excites your molecules in your body and makes them all happy and they start dancing and shit. I don't know.
Yeah.
And then you get diabetes right after.
Exciting.
Wendy's, if you're listening, check out Robyn Froese. Boom. See, I didn't
Boom.
say froze that time.
No, you said
Oh, now I have
phrase.
to edit that out. Anyway, so
I had a question for you guys.
oh, did you?
The Poets Garden. Tell me about what the name is, why it's that.
Well,
Give me the
Georgie,
backstory, the lore of the Poets Garden.
the lore.
Garden.
Jordy, would you like to start telling the story, and then I'll stop you immediately because you'll probably say it wrong.
That's what
Go for it.
usually happens.
Yeah,
So,
in your accent.
so we were in Hope.
In your
British
accent,
Columbia.
Jordy. In your accent.
We were in Hope, British Columbia.
There it is.
We were
No,
down
don't do
by
that.
the seaside.
Just talk normally.
Oh,
That's horrible.
Oh wait, okay.
That's not the one.
I did like that accent.
It was pretty good, but
Yeah.
it wasn't the one I wanted.
Oh,
so
I don't
yeah,
know
I'm
which
very
one.
particular about Jordy's accents. No, the Scottish one, Georgie.
Oh, that one, right. Well, we were writing music together one day, and we started, coming up with ideas, and it was it in the autumn time, James?
I believe so. Yes, Jordy.
I sound a little more Irish now.
I don't know. You're gonna talk normally. Sorry. man.
Okay, oh, thank
I put
you.
on the spot. Yeah.
Yeah, we were writing a song, and I came up with the music, and then James was like, "Oh, we need some lyrics for this thing," and then he was doing some research and things, and like
Looking for inspiration.
looking for inspiration, as you do,
Right.
and he found some.
Well, actually,
This
sorry.
is where you're gonna stop me.
No, I just
Okay.
Jordy. I think originally you said something like "Starry Night," right? I think you said "Starry
Oh
Night,"
yeah,
and I was like, "Oh, that's a Van Gogh painting."
Yeah.
So then I like just looked up Van Gogh paintings, and then I came across another Van Gogh painting called The Poet's Garden. But then there was a little story of why he painted it, and he painted it for a friend of his that was moving into this house. And Van Gogh, I guess, outside of his house, saw this really nice nature scene, and he would always, go out there to reflect and stuff. And he thought, I want to paint this scene for my friend so he can put it in his bedroom. So whenever he looks at it, he can have that same feeling of, like serenity and just, being at one with nature. But it was the idea to kind of like give people that feeling with the song, like just, super chill, a little bit of serenity and all that shit. Am I horrible at telling this story? I think so. Anyway, so that was like our favorite song. Huh?
Is what it is.
And so when it came time to do this project, I was just like, dude, like we gotta go with that name because it's,
Yeah.
And then, so our theme song, actually, like the 30-second little intro thing, that is the song, just a little instrumental version.
Oh,
we shortened
cool.
it. It was just like for fun. Like we didn't really, because we don't have like Jordy did a version of it already, which is on YouTube, I believe, still. Yeah.
It wasn't very good, but
he doesn't like it, so don't check it out,
Okay,
people.
I won't
It's
look at
horrible.
it.
Maybe I should unlist it probably.
And now you're advertising it. Now I feel like I have to look at it.
No.
Yeah. It's good though. It is good. I think it's good. Anyway, so that's how it all came about. Just creating a nature type place with plastic stuff.
It's a cool space.
Yeah, right? Yeah. It's exciting.
The Poet's Garden.
Yeah.
It would inspire me. I feel like I would be inspired to write here.
Perfect. Yeah. But anyway, that is the idea with this space too, to have like our guests, if they want to say come out here and do a live song that you just want for your own thing, or like do a live stream or something like that too, right? So yeah, feel free if you ever are like, I'm in the area.
The Poet's Garden.
The Poet's Garden.
Yes, poets.
Poet's Garden.
Yes.
That was a good one.
Yes.
It's very good, Jordy.
Delightful.
Oh my God. Very nice, Jordy.
Enigmatic. I don't know what that
Okay.
means.
No, that's good. That's good.
Okay.
That was a good segue, Jordy. So, Robyn,
Yeah.
are you working on any new recordings or projects that you'd like to talk about? Yeah.
I'm always writing. So I spent 4 months in France on a farm at an artist residency from January to May, where I just wrote a ton. Like I was like writing a song a day.
Yeah.
Most of them were shit, but like that was the goal, was just to like do it.
Yeah.
So I came out of that with a lot of new songs that I'm still just slowly wading through at this point, where I'm like, what do I like out of this?
Mm-hmm.
And then reworking some of them. And then since I was like a kid, I've been writing a song a week. That's just been my practice.
Yeah.
And I lots of times write more than that because it's just like how I live. Like I process life through writing music.
Mm-hmm.
And so I do have a lot of material right now that I'm like, okay, I have like significant things.
Yeah.
And I'm in talks with one of the guys that I get to help me produce stuff that were like starting the recording process on a couple of the songs.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't have any like major projects on the go, like a new EP or anything.
Yeah.
But I do have, if I had a lot of endless money, I'm sure that I would be recording an album right now.
Right. Yeah.
But I don't. So it's kind of like, as I have money, I kind of put something else out and then keep going with that. But yeah, so I've got some things in the works, but mostly just writing a lot and just like honing some songs. Yeah.
What's an artist
residency? It's literally okay. Well, I guess it depends on the place. Some places they'll offer artist residency like at the library, and they have an author who comes every day and works there and works on the book that they're trying to finish in 6 months or something. And then some artist residencies are like, whatever you want to do, just come live in this space and help out the community that's around. So this one happened to be on a farm, and there was like 10 artists there of all different kinds, and we created, I guess. Like they really focused on not having an end goal in mind. Like don't come with a project that you want to work on, but come just open to whatever this space is going to speak to you with.
Right.
So it was very like willy-nilly. Like there was no rules at this garden, or not. Garden. I just read it.
Oh, in your head.
It's in my head. There was no rules at this farm, like at all. Like you could break a hole in the wall if you wanted. If you were like, it's art. See,
Oh, wow.
like anything, as long as it was art. There was like literally that one of the few rules was there were certain spaces where you had to be clothed. Like that was a rule that was there. Like it was like this kind of like anything goes. Like whatever you just feel that the muse is telling you, you just do.
That sounds like my kind of place.
It was pretty sick. Like
yeah,
like stuff like this. Like this would have been like spaces. Like people just would decorate and like Like one day we had one guy was like, I just like really feel like we need to like eat with the gods tonight. So he built this like giant table that was like literally a table stacked on top of another table stacked on top of another table. And we he covered it in white, and then he built these giant stools, and he's like told us all to dress like Greek gods, and we came and had this meal in the sky. Like just shit like that was happening all the time.
That's
we were like,
amazing.
You're like, I don't know what's gonna happen today, but someone is gonna be creative and something's gonna happen.
Whoa.
Yeah.
So you had to climb the chair to get
You
up there?
did.
Like,
yeah, it was like kind of sketchy, but like you hope for the best.
that's crazy.
So how do you get into this? Like,
I'd known about artist residencies, and I was pretty burnt out last year, so I was like looking for just to get away for a while, and I wanted to go to Europe, so I was looking at just places in France and other places in Europe that I could get to, and then this one just kind of popped up, and I was like, I read their website, and I was like, oh, there's something in that like speaks to my creative process, so I was like, I'm into that. So then I applied, and
that's so cool.
Got in.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
That's amazing.
Yeah, no, it was great. It was a wild time, but so fun.
So like no rules. So like murder. Like
I mean,
could that be art?
Murder.
That could be art though, right?
If you could spin it, you could spin it to be art. I mean, you'd hope that's not what someone's gonna do as their creative process, but you never know, I guess. Yeah.
Just thought I'd throw it out there.
Yeah.
Are you saying Dexter is an artist?
Oh hell yeah, man!
I mean, he would say so. Sure.
Well, the guy that he's trying to catch in the first season, that guy's like an artist with it all, but it's kind of disturbing.
I mean, if you can be a sandwich artist at Subway, like, why can't you be a murder artist?
Shit, I love it.
I feel like it's like a crossover.
A murder artist, yes. Sorry, I shouldn't have said that. I took us down a dark turn, but you finished that up very nicely. Thank
Interesting thought. Wow.
I mean, anyone can be an artist. I like this. True. I do think that. I think anyone can be an artist, but not everyone acts on their artistry.
Oh yes,
I believe that.
No, exactly.
There's a lot of things blocking people. I know personally. There's big blocks in the like wanting to perform or wanting to. Anyway, I long to be free.
He wants to break free.
I want to break free. Yeah, man. I wish I could grow a mustache. That would be amazing. Well, that's freedom.
Is that true freedom?
That would be.
I also wish I could grow one. That would be cool.
That's what says true freedom, like a mustache.
I always wish, like, I've had a giant beard before. Like, I used to have hair past my shoulders, giant beard, but it never grows in here. So it's always like
cheek.
It's always like this, and it just
That's where you get the felt marker. And
just draw it in. Well, mascara could do the trick.
Oh yeah, try that. Yeah. Next time.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else you want to
get off my chest?
Yeah.
Like just like my deepest, darkest secret.
Yeah, I mean, we like honestly for me, I don't get offended by anything. So Jordy is my filter. Like if I'm getting too far, Jordy will be like, "Hey man,
like don't
like shut the fuck up."
Yeah,
But like I'm an oversharer. I find everything funny. So it's your call. It's your call.
It's my call.
I mean, we could just go right into something really dark or...
Yeah, I mean, we've already gone pretty dark with murder.
Oh, yeah, I guess. Yeah, okay.
But we could go darker. Like, I don't know what's darker than murder. Like incest? Like,
oh, yeah, maybe.
Okay, this is actually crazy, but this is unrelated to music at all. But outside my building...
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to ask the internet world. Okay, there's been a graffiti artist who... This was like 2 months ago. Just this random graffiti popped up that said, cousin love equals halibut.
What?
And we're like, random. But like, it's graffiti. Who knows? The next day, another one pops up. Cousin love equals Something like Angsty Avengers or something. Again, next day, another one. There's like 3 pillars. So the third pillar is now filled like cousin love equals, I don't remember, garbage pail kids or something. And then we're like, that's so weird. I wonder what they're trying to say. It all gets painted over. You know, they clean it up. Next day, after they clean up, it comes back. Cousin love equals something. Again, every day now they're really on it, cleaning it. Yeah. And then the next day, it'll just get on there with something else. Like cousin love equals like weird shit. Like you just never know what it's going to be. And we can't figure out if they're trying to say cousin love is a good thing or a bad thing.
Yeah, that's interesting. That sounds like a great question to ask the listeners. So we should ask for some comments in the description below, right? Comment.
Cousin love. And like we're not sure if it's like, you know, true love, or if it's just like family love. Like,
right.
We don't know.
Right, yeah.
The Garbage Pail Kids, I've Googled that because I was curious. It's like it's like a Cabbage Patch Kids knockoff brand that's the demonic version.
I remember that.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's trippy. Like,
it's real creepy.
Yeah, creepy.
Yeah.
Cabbage Patch Kids kind of thing.
Recall. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, that's quite the mystery.
Yeah. And it's still going. Like, I thought it was done. I was like, oh, it's been like a couple weeks I haven't seen it. And it was back. Like, it just...
That's bizarre.
That's great.
Whoever it is so committed to this.
Yeah.
And it's always on the same building. And I'm sure they're just so pissed off. They're like, why?
Yeah. How's my cousin gonna know I love them?
Yeah. No. Maybe that's it. Maybe it's just like a
disgruntled... you know, like somebody who got fired, but it was one of those, what do you call that when you hire someone in your family?
Oh, nepotism?
Yeah.
It was a nepotistic...
Nepo baby.
Nepo baby.
Getting back at the...
Disgruntled nepotism.
Yeah, it could be. Definitely could be.
Disgruntled nepotism.
Disgruntled nepotism.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, no, that's great.
Just had to get that off my chest.
No, I love it.
That
I
is
actually
bizarre. I gotta say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it.
Hey, remember that story about that kid that like painted like 100 penises all over all the cars in his parking lot, like his school parking lot or something like that? You hear
They made a movie about that.
They
No,
did.
it was a show.
Yeah, but it was a true story.
It was a true story.
That they made a mock documentary about or something. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize it was a true story that it's based off of.
I'm sure that they exaggerated it or something, but just reminded me of that.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
I never saw it. I don't care for such things.
Yes.
Yeah.
Penis jokes, not funny.
Yeah, no, of course not.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, we're not supposed to tell dick jokes, right? We had some rules that me and Jordy set, and Jordy said no dick jokes. And I was like, what about like an innocent dick joke?
Like
and
just
then Jordy's like, what's an innocent dick
it's an
joke?
itty bitty dick joke. That's fine.
Anyway, but we didn't actually make a dick joke, Jordy, so
Yeah.
don't worry about it.
Yeah, it was penises.
Yeah.
Different.
Totally.
Yeah.
It's a fallacy.
What are we doing here?
Okay.
I'm so confused.
I think we got some good quality content today.
I mean, it's good.
This is good. You can't...
Can't make this stuff up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Did you want to head into the studio now? Is now a good time, you think? On that
great.
note? Yeah, that was a great
On that
note.
penis note.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, well, without further ado, this is Robyn Froese on the Poets Garden podcast. Thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, thank you.
I wish you all the best in the future, and I am following and I'm subscribed, and I advise everyone to do that. Check out Robyn Froese on Insta and Spotify and wherever else fine music is streamed.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Do it.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Okay, I'm going to press stop. You ready?
They made love to talk radio, making noise about orangemen with Bibles to prove a point. The devil quotes himself, 'cause he knows that I'll keep scrolling past the pictures on my phone while eating toast. Your apartment smells wildly like fresh new paint, and compromise offered a price too great. I'm not good at romance, 'cause 'cause I know that it's first come, first service, like an oil change. And I'm not into the race. I don't wanna be alone anymore. I don't wanna be alone anymore. I don't wanna be alone anymore. Oh, I don't wanna be alone anymore. I know how this song ends, please don't be right. I drew on the whiteboard's diagram fights. They can say what they want, but I know that I would rather close my eyes and look at you, 'cause it's painful to do. I don't wanna be alone anymore. I don't wanna be alone anymore. Oh, I don't wanna be alone anymore. Oh, I don't wanna be alone anymore. I don't wanna be alone anymore. I need a man who'll take a chance on a love that will burn hard enough to last. My lonely heart calls. Yeah, I wanna dance with somebody. I wanna feel it with somebody. Yeah, I wanna dance with somebody. With somebody who loves me. Yeah, I wanna dance with somebody. I wanna feel it with somebody. Yeah, I wanna dance with somebody. With somebody who loves me.
The Poets Garden podcast is produced and recorded by me, James Donnelly, at the Poets Garden studio in Mission, BC. You can subscribe and rate us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and almost everywhere else. You can also find us on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. To avoid potential legal action, the Poets Garden podcast is not sponsored by the Penny Coffee Shop, yet. So next time you're in Mission, stop by the Penny for a coffee or a gluten-free brownie and say you heard about them on the Poets Garden podcast. Thank you for listening.